So far, like the next, like let's show like the amount of like props that we can put. And so far, this technically like breaks like the object limit, essentially. Like so far, there's like no like a actual limitation to like put objects, because like unlike the original Gacha Life game, like it has a limit of 10, but now at Gacha Club you can like basically add like many, especially duplicates. And there's like essentially like 12 crayons shown here as like an example. And then let's go add like another random object. Or the downside of like placing like multiple objects is that you're going to have a hard time like layering like which object can like essentially be like put the front and back. There's only like a certain set of distance before like your object starts to become in front or at the back of each object, which kind of sucks. So we're going to the next game for a sec. So far, like, this is Gacha Life 2. And like essentially like it's very much the most expansive creative like a Lunime Gacha game as of yet. Like slots increased to like up to 300. And there's like main slots and studio slots, making a total of like 16 characters to add in one scene. Like the main character slots are basically like used like see like some of the like selected characters for you to like customize. And then like so far there's like these presets. However, like this one is the copy section of basically like your slots. That's from like the main slots, essentially. Like it has like your existing slots of like the characters you've made, and like you also have the ability to like copy and paste them using the copy feature over here. And then you can press this section to like put like have backup slots present, which is quite convenient. However, the downside is that if new players like play this game, like obviously they're not gonna figure out which items are or like menus are considered like editable or like which ones like activate something, because like some are words and people like don't usually tap on words, so very much recommend to like a tap like some words just in case. And so far like you might be thinking as to why this character has no legs and got like a ball in its place. Well, it's because I was experimenting with the like legs essentially. Which, yes, like the character customization, like kind of expanded in this game. Though Gacha Club also has a way of like removing legs, but it's completely different compared to this game. which very much like kind of like uh, like the customization is like very different. Like so far this is if you see like these kinds of same poses, they're like custom poses which you can use to essentially like make custom poses of like characters. You can also like edit the like a preset like poses, but the downside of like editing the preset poses is that you will lose the original poses of what they were. So recommend you don't use the presets like poses and try to adjust them unless you want to, especially in terms like adjusting the poses. If you don't like those preset poses, it's more so recommended to be wary in using them and use the custom same pose slots here to like create poses, and here they are right here essentially. Like very much like it applies to like the whole body now compared to the original like a game. In terms of like editing, like there's not much editing other than height changes. Gacha Club like kind of like has this, but not as expansive. Like you don't have like a custom pose customization. And there's free move, which it exists. In Gacha Club, you don't have free move. You have to use like the arrows to like painfully like move the character bit by bit. Like a free move is essentially like this. Like doing this is much more tedious, but you can like press and hold the arrows like this, but it's still going to take long. So I'll just put reset for the pose. So yes, and adjusting the legs appearance goes like this by using the X scale, and you can actually see the leg being hidden, which is good for characters that you want to make that are essentially mermaids, which will be shown over here. This one is one example of a tail, which is a mermaid tail. And even this one. And also this. And this. And as well as this. And there's a genie and ghost tails as well. Which is quite useful. And there's a random outright suits over here. I'm going to remove that. So yes, this very much exists, and it's quite useful for creating characters that you couldn't create before. Probably closest equivalent to that is Gacha Clubs, but it's harder to make. So far, this feature is not necessarily available, unfortunately, because all the characters are static, essentially. And there's a gacha, which is present in all of the games. You can just roll characters. You don't need to buy gems or watch advertisements. You can just grind the game with oh wait, I forgot. It's supposed to be Gacha Club that has this feature. I forgot that this game technically doesn't have a mini games per se, as far as I can remember. And then here's a studio. A studio is is actually quite limited. the prompts are not yet implemented, which kind of sucks for those who want to make like a story. So like you have to like either use like a third party like app to like make and import and export like your own like objects, or like those from the previous games, compared to like Gacha Club, which is already like a ready-made. And that kind of sucks for those who want to make like stories. So yeah, like Gacha Life 2 has a downside of like being an incomplete game, which hopefully like Lunime like gets to updating it. Otherwise, Gacha Club would be like the preferred way of like making stories essentially. And so far, like, here is the new, like, a color palette system. Lunime no longer, like, limits colors. However, like, there already is a disclaimer of, like, folks in, like, not using, like, the color palettes, and especially in creating, like, a custom skin tone color palettes for, like, making, like, nasty, like, adult-rated, like, content. And like you use this to like essentially like create like your own custom colors and save it. You can also like edit like this and add to recents like this as well. And also you can like swap back to the like a Gacha Club color palette, which you can use here if you want the like older like a color palette from Gacha Club, or because like you want to like use like the colors that you couldn't like easily recreate, or better yet use them as the basis of like creating like your own like a preferred amount of like custom colors with those as the basis. You have like up to like 15 like color slots of like a set of like 24 colors per like a set of slots, which is quite interesting indeed. Like so far, like the layout is somewhat similar to like a Gacha Club's like customization, but like it got like a more expansive. So you're going to need to use these arrows a lot. You can like quickly go to like different sections, but if you want to go to like other like a specified sections, like you're going to need to use the arrows a lot. So highly recommend to like do that like often. Be mindful of that. And here's like essentially like mouth customization. Like I forgot to mention that ever since like a Gacha Club, you don't necessarily have the ability to like have animated like mouths anymore, which kind of sucks. And like same for like animated poses back in like the original Gacha Life one. However, like you can like animate like accessories essentially. Oh, hang on, like the game like is hanging up. Okay, like the game was like lagging a bit, so I had to like get it to work a bit. So like you essentially have like this tail as one example, or probably this one would be a bit better, or maybe this one as an example, because like what you can like essentially do is like animate like the tail and like also the wings, like skin display, to like remove like parts as well. But more so like you're most likely going to use the like scale feature to like remove specific limbs without like messing with the skin display, because it's not always specified. And like there's now the ability to like make your character like a transparent like a ghost, or like make them opaque by default, or make them disappear like that, which is quite an interesting feature. Gacha Club also kind of has this, but it only has like a animated parts as opposed to like an expansive like a layering and opacity feature. And studio mode over here. Like there's not much like you can do in like studio mode. And then here's like the studio slots mentioned earlier, which you can have like up to 16 different characters. And like even remove some as well. Which that basically like works with like the most amount of like character slots of the game. So like the customization features are the most expansive, but it came at the cost of like Lunime's game Gacha Life 2 being like the most incomplete of the latest of games. Closest to like a game that's incomplete was technically Gachaverse, which is like technically a prequel, like a slash demo game before like Gacha Life 1 released back then, essentially. So we're going to back to like Gacha Club for a second, because like there's like unique game modes only available to this game, because this game is the also a spiritual successor to like one of the older Lunime Gacha games with the less expansive customization, such as the game like a Gacha World, and like the game like the game after like Gacha Worlds is like supposedly Gacha Studio. And like even like a anime gacha, though anime gacha is more so like a complete gacha game and not like a gacha game with customization. And it also has like the gacha feature. There's like a training mode and battle mode. You can like customize like your units in terms of like their stats, but you can't like customize the units themselves, because like they're static that way. You can only like customize the units in like the normal like main game of customization, but it doesn't necessarily like impact the way they work. And that's basically like the mini games present here. And like so far like this game is like technically the most complete and expansive enough like a gacha game, like compared to like a Gacha Life 2, but like character customization, as I said again, like has its limits. And now like this is the end of the video now, so later folks, and thanks for viewing this video as of now.